I was gonna say my what was a Build a Beaver joke was instead of like finding the heart thing and then you put that in there, it was you find the clitoris.
Oh, that's funny. That was really funny.
I'm clever.
You are clever. And we are back, and we are here talking about Gravity Falls Season 2, Episode 6, Little Gift Shop of Horrors. What'd you think of this episode, Dara?
It was fun.
Okay.
I had fun. I think I like the stories more than Bottomless Pit.
Yeah, so this episode is a lot like Bottomless Pit in that it's just like a series of like short tales of questionable canonicalness. I don't think these are supposed to be canon stories. I think they're just supposed to be like fun little things that aren't really supposed to.
But it's like from like a first. It was like, but like it was kind of weird considering like what Stan does at the end, and I'm like, that doesn't seem Stan-like.
Right. It was got a little like, oh.
But I'm assuming this episode's kind of like non-canon-ish. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, I think this was like its second Halloween episode. It definitely had like a Halloween vibe.
That makes sense.
It aired in October.
That makes sense.
So, yeah.
Yeah, because you can't really do a Summerween part 2.
Right. In the same, because it's in the same summer. So I think this was like another Halloween episode. So it deliberately had more of like a creepy vibe. It has a first person kind of camera.
So it's like Are You Afraid of the Dark, which is apparently getting remade.
Oh, hey. Interesting. Okay.
Are we excited?
I didn't watch the original.
Because you're a freak.
Thanks.
I don't remember much of it, but like that's kind of how it was. Like you got a bunch of kids around the fire, and then like Egypt. It was like it's like Twilight Zone. I guess like because like anthology shows are coming back, or like even like per episode anthology series are in now.
Yeah,
because the Twilight Zone came back.
Mm-hmm. Black Mirror, another anthology kind of show. So that should be interesting. But this, I guess, is in the same vein. It kind of starts off with somebody whose apparently car broke down, going up to the mystery shack. It's dark.
Because he saw a light over at the Frankenstein place. Did you get it?
No.
What?
No.
Rocky Horror.
I actually never saw it all the way through. Haha. Haha, I've never seen anything.
You haven't.
I don't.
You swine.
I don't watch things. So like Stan greets this mysterious person, and they like, and he just tries to he tries to show him around. He tries to get him to buy things, because that's what Stan does, tries to get people to buy things from the shack.
A time when only our creepiest and most cursed objects are for sale, like that thing there.
That's disturbing.
No, not a fan. Too many orifices.
Yes.
All right, I can tell what you're looking for. Is this disembodied hand? Why is it so expensive? Well, that's quite a tale, and it's called Hands Off! No, seriously, hands off. That's not for sale. All right.
Let's hear Sauron.
Might be. And tell spooky stories. I was kind of surprised he wasn't wearing his eye patch, because that's usually like, Stan with the eye patch is like his mystery shack getup. So like,
it is late.
It's true.
And it's dark out.
I was expecting the Mr. Mystery getup though. But during when he's trying to sell this person things, he will show an item and then kind of tell a story about it. So the first is just like a random hand. So he tells them a story called Hands Off. So the gist of this story is that at a flea market, Stan finds a table with like this lady, this like little witch-looking lady, that has a bunch of fake gold watches on it. So, and instead, she's not very nice to him. Mm-hmm. Well, that's because Stan isn't very nice. But so he steals one.
Several times. All right, I get it. You're creepy. Anyway, let's talk more watching. Get your hands off my watch!
Nope.
Yeesh. Freak show.
Wow. Someone needs to work on their social skills.
And their observation skills. Boo! Good job.
Oh no, he's gonna die now, isn't he?
Mwah.
Uncle Stan, are you seriously shoplifting from a witch? That sounded like a curse.
That sounded like a curse. Hey, anyone want to buy a wet blanket? We got a wet blanket for sale.
Her sweater was interesting because it kind of looked like the one from Manos in the Hands of Fate, which Kaylin also doesn't know what I'm talking about with that.
I know the picture. I don't.
Okay.
Know
I never actually saw that movie because it's like it looks kind of like if you took like a 90s like home video but made it in the 70s. So terrible, and like you only had the video camera and no sound quality. But I saw it on Mystery Science Theater, so So it's fun then.
Yeah. So it makes it more fun when you watch it that way.
Mm-hmm.
So Stan steals the watch, even though it sounds like this witch lady's about to put a curse on him, but he doesn't really care because he doesn't really care about curses. But he wakes up the next day and he is missing his hands.
Curse. Yeah, right. Ah! Wait, is this curse ugly or normal ugly? Looks like I got off scot-free.
Oh no, God!
Ah! All right, kiddos, breakfast time. Prepare your mouths for...
He just doesn't have both of his hands. He's missing. So he tries to hide it for a hot second, but obviously it's very noticeable when you don't have hands. Mabel tries to make him some replacement hands, but it doesn't really work. So then they have to go to a mountain cave. Apparently there's multiples of those in Gravity
Yeah,
Falls.
because the Manitars are not there.
Or the Impossibear.
That
Not
too.
Impossibear. The
Lots of
multi-bear. The Impossibear was a... Shit, that was great. Bravest Warriors. I mean, the multi-bear. We've been recording for a long time. But in the cave, they find the witch lady. But not just that. As they're walking, like they feel something tapping them, and they feel things, and they turn on a flashlight.
Uncle Stan, did you just tap my shoulder?
Kid, I can't tap anything.
Guys, can you stop tapping both my shoulders?
That's horrifying.
Fine.
Lots of hands!
And there's hands everywhere. Just disembodied hands.
And I'm like, no.
It's creepy.
No.
It's so creepy.
No.
It's very creepy.
And then the crone's like, meh.
And the and then the witch comes and she's she doesn't really know what to because she's like, yeah, you want your hands back, here's something you could do. And then she asks for a kiss. And Stan's not really
So
into
Stan's
that.
like, look away, kids.
look away, kids.
And then gets her hands and she's like, on the lips.
And he's like, no, we're like, you're just making stuff up. But Mabel convinces her that with all these hands, she could do something really interesting with the place. So it's basically Extreme Home Makeover.
Extreme Makeover Cave Edition.
Yes, exactly.
Then watch me work. Home makeover!
Mabel saves the day yet again.
Redecorate!
For Painting Consultant.
Redo you! Change it around! Gotta do it to make it work! Okay, time to take a look at your fantastic new cave. Men will definitely tolerate
Aw,
you now.
totally.
And I like
Exactly. Even they do the whole thing too. When she comes back into the cave and they take the curtains and she's like, "Oh my god!
It was
it's really
nice.
good. Yeah.
It looked nice.
It looked very nice. So the witch is very grateful, and Mabel even throws in a book of pickup lines,
Like you do.
just if she wants to get a hot date. And then she's very thankful. Gives Stan back his hands, and they're on their merry way. As Stan says, "I learned nothing from this."
And then there's like a sexy mountain climbing guy who comes up and is like, can I stay here for the night? And then she looks at her picking line book and saying like, are you from outer space? Because your butt's out of this world.
Are those space pants?
That's what it was. I don't remember.
Because
It's like, thank
your
you.
butt is out of this world. He's like, well, thank you for noticing. So everybody ended up happy. So that was story number 1. Any thoughts on that one?
It was fine.
It was fun. I'm trying to find.
There were no hands. That was creepy. It was weird.
I tried to find the voice. The voice actor is Matt Chapman.
Don't know who that is.
He voiced Mermando.
Oh,
and he also voices Abuelita. So Susie's grandma.
Okay.
So this is another person who does a ton of voices. He did a lot of work on Homestar Runner, which I know you wouldn't know.
Nope.
That's okay. So Matt Chapman does a lot of voices on this show. All right. So with that, we get hands off. Good story. So the person in the shack isn't interested in buying a hand, When Stan throws it away, the hand crawls away. So we saw like, oh, but the story was real?
Oh, I just assume it was like Thing from the Addams Family.
Uh-huh.
Is that what it is called? Thing?
Maybe. I'm not good with my Addams
I
Family
think,
trivia.
you know what the funny thing is? I keep wanting to watch like the actual like 50s sitcom because it looks really good. I think it's on Amazon.
Is it?
I think. There's like that and Dark Shadows. And I want to watch both. But Dark Shadows is going to take me a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to. And I hope it's still on Amazon. And if it's not, I'm going to buy an ice cream cake and cry.
If you buy an ice cream cake, can I have some?
But my tears will be in it.
I'll just cut my piece beforehand.
We did actually share an ice cream cake one
We
time.
actually did once share an ice cream cake. We had what was it? It was like a $10 Dairy Queen gift card. We just bought a whole ice cream cake.
Well, we just finished our college finals, so.
Yeah, we just finished. It was last semester, senior year.
Bought an ice cream cake, saw Captain America Civil War.
3-way split, a whole ass ice cream cake.
We didn't finish it.
Oh no, that was so much. Like I feel very uncomfortable even thinking about it because I'm like,
Why do
oh.
you the one thing that my family's ashamed about with me is the fact that I can't even finish like a pint of ice cream in one sitting. I can't.
I can.
Like,
I'm not proud of it.
Because we'll do I'll get like the Halo, and I just like I can maybe finish like half of it, and then I'm full.
That's good though. It's called portion
Yeah,
control.
but my mother's ashamed of me.
Depends on the day for me.
That's true.
Depends how things have been going.
I can finish a whole personal pizza.
Nice.
Thank you.
Nice.
Anyway, next one.
So the next one is called Stan Waddles is running by. Stan says, "Hey, what about this pig? You want this pig? I have a cool story about this pig that I'm about to make up right now." And the story is called A Baconings.
Right, I get it. You don't want the hand. You're a savvy customer. But perhaps you'd be interested in buying, this magic pig.
No.
Sure, he doesn't look magic, but there's a very interesting story I'm about to make up about him. And it's called A Baconings.
I'm concerned.
When it's spelled out, it looks really weird because I'm like Abbott Connings because it looks like almost like abandoned, but with the scenes.
And then I got
it's a Baconings.
I got concerned that Waddle's was gonna get turned into bacon.
That would have been horrifying.
That would have been horrifying.
That would have been the scariest thing yet.
Yes.
So in this one, Dipper he gets this new like puzzle. It's called the What the Heckahedron. And he, wants to solve it, but he's not quite smart enough to solve it. Or Mabel says he might not be smart. So Dipper uses the journal to find something that'll make him smarter.
And he gets the most logical thing: shrooms.
It's true. So he tries some shrooms to make him smarter.
But it's like a
special
face
shrooms.
max shroom.
Percepshrooms.
Yes.
That's what they're called. So yeah, you apply it to the forehead, head on. Apply directly to the forehead. And then, which is supposed to supposed to go to sleep, wake up, and then be very smart.
Mm-hmm.
Except the problem with that is
Waddles gets into it.
Waddles sniffs something that smells like food, or maybe just something.
Or I think
matter if
pigs
it's
are going
food
to
or
smelling
not.
mushrooms, so.
Yeah. So the Waddles comes over and he basically finishes. He eats all of the mushroom, not just the stuff on Dipper's head, but like
All of it.
He just eats all of it. And then he wakes up, Dipper wakes up the next day, and then he hears something, and it's just, and Waddles is talking,
With the
but
computer.
not talking. Waddles has built a computer on like a skateboard, like rocket launcher thing,
Mm-hmm.
and he types in it, and the voice that comes out is,
I feel smarter already. The digits of pi are 3.1,
415-926, etc.
What? Who said that? Mabel?
Dipper, look!
Greetings, friends. It is I, Waddles the pig.
What?
Waddles, what happened to you?
friends,
Have
it
you
is
been
I,
possessed by
Neil
the
deGrasse
spirit of a
Tyson.
nerd?
Thank you.
I understand my transformation.
That's
may
really
be
weird.
fixed, But
Mark Hamill.
no,
Aww.
no,
That would have been known.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
That's also weird.
It's so funny.
Neil deGrasse Tyson kind of seems sometimes like a know-it-all asshole like you wouldn't want to hang out with, but then also he kind of seems like a cool dude you'd want to hang out with.
Yeah, Neil deGrasse Tyson is an interesting topic that we could get into, but let's not do that today. So, moving on.
I mean, he knows stuff that's probably logical.
So he knows astrophysics stuff.
But also, he's in a show, and obviously, when you get somebody like Neil deGrasse Tyson on a show, you're gonna write weird stuff to get him to say it.
Absolutely. What's the one line where he says, like, "Forgive me, my arms are small and useless.
No, it's like, I miss being rubbed on my tummy.
I miss my tubby rubs." Just like other fun stuff that's fun to get an astrophysicist to say.
I think it took me a second. I'm like, wait.
Yeah. Yep. So Waddles, Smart Waddles is voiced by Neil deGrasse Tyson. So Smart Waddles is an absolute genius, can construct like a bunch of different stuff. And Dipper's pretty excited about that. He's like, cool, let's go invent stuff. And they leave Mabel behind because Mabel just wants to, you know, do all the fun stuff she used to do with Waddles.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, DJ Hog on the AM, that kind of stuff. They have like a radio show. It's great. Waddles is more interested in the pursuit of knowledge than he is just about making fart noises and then laughing at those fart noises. So they start, Dipper and Waddle make some inventions, and eventually it leads up to the Smarticle Accelerator, which will allow Waddles to solve the mysteries of the universe. And leaves, you know, but that would leave Mabel behind. So Mabel makes a plea to Waddles saying, hey, remember all the fun times we had?
And then he remembers in a montage.
But what about helping me? Do you really want to spend your whole life in meetings with dumb smart guys? This brain junk has made you forget who you are. Don't you remember us?
Remember those times. Don't forget to remember those times. Just remember to remember those times.
It all makes sense now.
It's great. It's like, I forget what the lyrics of that montage are, but it's really funny.
He's like, remember.
Don't forget to remember to remember.
Mm-hmm.
So Waddles realizes that, you know, he just wants to be a pig.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the use of being smart if you're gonna, you know, leave behind your most favoriteest person in the world?
Mm-hmm.
Which is like legit. So he switches the Smarticle Accelerator to reverse, which changes him back into an ordinary pig. And
Everybody's happy.
everybody's happy.
Even Dipper.
Mm-hmm. Even Dipper. Because, you know, Dipper, as much as he loves Smart Waddles, just loves regular Waddles.
Yeah.
Too.
Who doesn't?
Which is good. So that was Awakenings. Any thoughts on that?
It was cute. Having Neil deGrasse Tyson was a bit odd.
It was fun, though.
It was
I thought
fun.
it was fun. So we'll just move right on to the third one. Get into it. This one is called Clay Day.
Clay Day.
But perhaps I could interest you in something else. Like these spooky movies.
It also makes Julian fries.
Movies are great. You watch the movie, you scare the girl snuggles up next to you. Next thing you know, you gotta raise a kid, your life falls apart. Forget that last part. This next tale is called Clay Day.
So, Stan, once the person doesn't really want Waddles, he has some spooky VHS movies. So we
The
flash
horror of the videotape.
tape.
God, we're so old that we remember video. Even though we're not that old.
We're not that old.
Yeah, but like think about these youngins today. They barely know what a DVD is. They barely know what a hit clip is.
Right? They probably think it's like some kind of jewel or
They
something.
barely know what a CD player is.
I'm sure they know what a CD is. People still make CDs.
But now more people buy those old crotchety vanilles.
Oh, man. The kids today, they don't understand what it was like when you had to rewind the DVD, the VHS.
DVD.
They rewind the tape before sending it back to the Blockbuster.
Or else you got in troubles.
Oh, no. Be kind and rewind. So, Playday.
No, you did it, Cinnamon.
Because you believed in yourself.
Everything about this is bad.
Well, that just put me 90 minutes closer to death. Thought you kids learned to watch the classics from my day.
Ooh, old people movies. Get ready for references we don't understand and words we can't repeat.
You're no match for my
What the?
I've come for the golden pants.
So at the Mystery Shack, Dipper, Mabel, and Stan and Sue finish up this movie called Believe in Yourself, which is, like this,
Like Care Bears?
which is a very Care Bear-esque movie. That Stan says those are 90. That just put him 90 minutes closer to death, which is great. I just there's like really dark, not like dark humor in this show, but there's enough just casual references to death that it just makes it really funny
Yeah.
in a way that is very, I feel like, our generational humor.
Mm-hmm.
But Stan puts in an old VHS called Voyages of Loinclothicles.
Question
So
mark?
it's like an old, oh man, Clash of the Titans style movie where all the monsters are claymation because they didn't have CG.
I mean, they
back
did.
then.
I saw the remake.
in the first one.
I only saw the remake, which is I didn't see that in the theater. I just saw it on TV for free, and I didn't hate it. But again, I didn't have to pay for it.
Right.
I acknowledge that it's not a good movie.
And
but
you didn't see the original.
I
Which
did.
does have a lot of claymation in it. But here's the thing. Mabel is terrified of claymation.
I feel you, my dude.
She has a deep childhood fear of claymation.
I would say. I mean, I don't know if I feel I'm fine with claymation. I find nothing wrong with it, scary wise.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if there's any kind of form of art or animation that terrifies me.
I think there's some that just looks weirder than others. There's some that I feel like I'm more...
Yeah, but
Put off by.
claymation in general, I'm not afraid of.
Yeah. Stop motion can be really good. Leica makes some really great stop motion films. Like Coraline, Kubo and the Two Strings. Very good movies. Let's see.
And then she hides in the laundry bin of her sweaters.
She just hides in the laundry bin to get away from the claymation. So Stan, he looks at the back and finds the film's director, who's Harry Claymore, and who is a local who lives locally. So Stan decides to take Mabel and everyone else to the house of the director, basically to prove that claymation is harmless.
Mm-hmm.
The Cyclops! His face is made of nightmares!
Is
Kid,
she
it's
afraid of
just a
clay or
movie. It
claymation?
can't hurt you.
Claymation.
No talking! They wait for you to
It's
talk and
fair.
then crawl inside your mouth!
Why did you have to show her that tape?
There's got to be a way to get her over this.
So they talk a little bit more. They're trying to explain how claymation works. It's just you just move one frame at a time.
Or do you?
By these weird, socially awkward recluses, otherwise known as animators.
Ha-ha!
Hey! When they get to the house, it looks pretty old and secluded. So naturally they break in. But
No!
Kid, listen to me. For the last time, there is nothing here to be afraid of.
I've been crying a lot these episodes.
there's a lot to cry about.
It's slowly swiping at us.
Let's escape by standing still. Oh, it didn't work!
So this is the second time it's live action? Also, how did this work? I'm very confused.
They actually are giant claymation monsters.
Because
in
what
there.
we learned, and all the claymation animators out there who listen to us can tell us the truth now because we're aware of it.
Alas, my effects are more special than you know.
The skulls are
How are
haunting.
these things real? What about stop motion?
What? Do you really believe someone moves these figures one frame at a time? I'm not a masochist. I used black magic to make them animate themselves. It was great
Is
at
that how all
first,
claymation
but one
works?
day...
Yes.
In stop motion, that's how it works. It's
know.
not making a clay figure and then moving it around for a second because that's just ridiculous and it takes
Yeah.
up a lot of time. It's black magic.
It's black magic.
Obviously, guys.
Yep.
So leave in the comments. Tell us the truth.
Yep. So Harry Claymore says that he's like, no way I do that. I use black magic. Duh.
Duh.
Um,
I've got a life in reclusiveness.
Yeah. But so what happened though is that eventually claymation stopped, computer animation became a thing, and the clay figures got pissed.
And it's like a mix of drawing animation and claymation, and it's terrifying.
There actually is claymation in this episode. Like the clay figures are like real clay figures.
And it's terrifying.
I think it's interesting. It's cool. I do have a lot of respect for stop motion.
No, I have a respect for it, but this is just terrifying. It's like when I see stuff in Nightmare Before Christmas. I have a respect for it,
Right.
but I'm terrified. The Oogie Boogie Man's kind of scary.
Oh yeah, no, agree. So, but
Jack and Sally are cool.
it's cool, yeah. Just neat. They so the clay figures trap Stan, Dipper, and Seuss. They want to turn them into clay basically, so they cover them in this clay stuff. But Mabel gets away, and then she has to, she's terrified. She's so scared, but she has to figure out something to do. And she realizes that with clay, you can change it from something that scares you
To something that doesn't scare
to something
you.
that doesn't scare you.
That is,
One eye clap. Yeah,
that's like
Jonathan,
really
you
weird
go, go.
animation.
Come at
It's like,
me.
is it claymation in a cartoon? I'm confused.
It's claymation.
Like actual claymation, even though it's like a cartoon.
Wipe that face off your face.
But it looks like not exactly like.
Oh, I've got big
I- I-
plans for you.
Just the
hey,
blending of media.
skeleton dorks. It's Clayback time.
So she uses her creative powers to destroy the clay figures and then make them into something else. So she makes that big star from that Shimmery Twinkleheart, a character from Believe in Yourself, which is a movie, to fight the other clay figures and free everybody.
Yep. And then she does. And then we're all like, you conquered your fear. And she's like, no.
She's like, no, I am twice as afraid now, which is like fair.
Yeah.
But it's what I think find is really funny is that as this giant battle between the clay figures happening, all you see is the characters looking at it and the silhouettes, and the person goes, "Claymation is expensive," and the director goes, "Claymation is very expensive." So they save time on actually animating anything by just drawing the silhouettes.
Stop motion is pure evil.
And probably really expensive.
Incredibly expensive.
This is an impressive fight, though. I'm glad I'm facing towards it.
That was the best part.
Oh, there was like a South Park thing with that, where there was like the one character, I think it was like Kenny, he was like in heaven and he needed to help fight between like heaven and hell, and he had a video game in order to do it. So then he's like, let the fight begin, and you just see him playing the video game, and like the one guy's like watching the fight, he's like, this is amazing.
Easy ways to save on animation.
It's funny if you acknowledge it.
Yep. And then back at the shack, once everything's good and they're watching another Loincloth Achilles movie, Seuss has turned to clay, and so he looks like Gumby.
Goes like Gumby. And then they kill it. It's like, you
And
can't
they
hurt
kill
us
him.
anymore.
It can't hurt us anymore, kids.
Who wants to see me change into most anything? Do-do-do-do-do, da-da-dee. I can walk through walls. Whoa, whoa.
We're safe now, kids. We're safe.
So that's that third story, and then we end this whole episode by going back and this person who stumbled across the shack doesn't want to buy anything. They probably just want to go home. But Stan offers him a delicious potion.
Roofie.
Delicious
Roofie.
potion
Roofie.
to drink. And the person, gets a little foggy and passes out. So then he later wakes up trapped in a glass box, and they are now an attraction labeled
The Cheapskate.
And here we have our latest attraction, the legendary Cheapskate.
I saw it blinking.
Just an optical illusion. Come along, everyone. Step right up.
I don't think Stan is like that type of person.
That's right, I'm a jerk.
Hey, want to play tic-tac-toe?
And then during the end credits, Mabel tries to play tic-tac-toe with it and keeps switching between whether she wants to be X's or O's.
Which, like, the rule of tic-tac-toe is once you pick, that's it, you're done.
So, yeah, remember that time Grunkle Stan kidnapped a man?
No, because I don't think Uncle Sam would do that.
So that when we say this episode is non-canonical,
That's okay, that's fine.
that's kind of what we mean here. So what do you think of this episode, dear?
I liked it, it was cute. I think I like the stories, like I said, I like them more than Bottomless Pit. Like most of them, I think. So, and it wasn't like, it was kind of like really mix of people, like a mix of like stories, and not like this one based on this character and that one. And like, they were creepy and weird, and I am traumatized today.
Right, they are weird.
I'm traumatized today, and I cried a lot.
Yeah, but like it was fun though, right?
I had fun.
It was like definitely season 2 has definitely like picked things up to a different scale. We are leaning more into like that kind of weird stuff.
Dancing.
Yeah, we're just leaning into it. So yeah, a lot of the season 2 stuff has some like very like poignant images that are like, wow, they kind of stick out.
Yeah.
It's weird, but it's
weird.
a lot of fun.
It's weird.
So yeah, this episode, I'm not sure I have a lot to say. Like watching it the second time around, to me, this is just yeah, it's all right episode.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I feel this versus Bottomless Pit. I think these episodes are more creative.
Yeah.
Than Bottomless Pit, so I probably would pick this one over that one.
Yeah.
But not like by a ton, but definitely I think these are creative, especially with when you bring in like the the claymation
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
And Neil deGrasse Tyson. So let's look at some trivia.
The Waddles the pig was voiced by.
Yeah, I already have that one. Oh, this is good. I didn't know this. In the original twist ending, the visiting tourist was supposed to be revealed to be director M. Night Shyamalan. Are you kidding? That's so good.
That would have been a twist.
That would have been such a twist. I'm so upset they didn't do that. That would have been so good.
Yeah, but then wouldn't M. Night Shyamalan be like, you can't use my imagery or else I get to make a Gravity Falls movie? Actually, he might make a decent Gravity Falls movie. He's gotten better.
Yeah, I still not ready to trust again.
Did you not forgive him after Last Airbender?
I mean, I don't mind his other stuff outside of that, but still, as far as adapting properties that I am a fan of,
Remember, guys, also, speaking of, I think I said it's original, 1,000 subscribers.
10,000.
No. I'm saying like both.
Okay.
1,000, so once we hit 1,000 subscribers, Caitlin gets to watch a horror movie. 10,000, we watch the Last Airbender movie.
Subscribe to make me feel pain.
I still haven't seen the movie.
I know you haven't seen it. I saw it more than once because I hate myself.
I do know that, oh my god, what is her name? Yue?
Yeah.
I do know in the live action movie she dies and then gets reincarnated as Asami. So it's fine.
Which is the best possible option you could ever have. Seriously. Let's see. Oh, the hand witch wears a red robe with 2 large hands depicted in black. This is a color inverted version of the robe worn by the villainous sorcerer, the master, in the low-budget horror film Manos, The Hands of Fate.
You're welcome.
Very good. Very good. So
I picked up on it.
According to the VHS, Clash of the Genres is rated O for old people. The cartoon Mabel is watching is marked as episode 618. The claymation segments during Clay Day were animated by Stupid Buddy Studios, Inc., best known for providing the animation to the TV series Robot Chicken.
Oh.
Yeah, so that was actual, stop motion.
I've seen some stuff with Robot Chicken.
What?
I said I've seen some stuff with Robot Chicken.
Yeah, I don't really watch Robot Chicken.
It kind of depends on I don't watch it, but if it's like I heard something with it, then I heard it's funny. Then I saw Dora the Explorer one that was pretty funny.
Okay. Yeah, it's like there's always like the occasional thing that's like gets a chuckle.
Yeah.
This is the only episode to premiere on Disney Channel after the series was moved to Disney XD. Interesting. This is the only time that hand-drawn animations are used in this series. Interesting.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, the fire orb, which Stan takes from the unnamed traveler before the first story, is a Palantir from Lord of the Rings.
What? I thought it was Sauron.
It's like...
Or is that... No, Saruman's the old wizard. Sauron's the villain. With, the eye.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm not sure if they got copyright for.
Don't think about it. It's a parody.
I thought it was funny.
So, Smart Waddles was originally voiced by Jad Abumrad. Alex Hirsch felt that Amurad's voice wasn't right and repeatedly asked Neil deGrasse Tyson, who turned him down several times. Tyson eventually changed his mind and lent his voice after the animation had been finished.
Why?
That's even better. He refused to do it, and then they made him say those lines. That's so good.
But why did he agree eventually?
I don't know. I don't know.
My thing is just if an actual scientist or any kind of scientist refuses to do a acting thing, that makes sense to me because they're not an actor.
Right, but also this is a kid show, man.
Yeah, but you still might not want to. I don't mind it if somebody's hey, I don't really feel like acting, even if it's a kid show. I'm like, all right, that's cool.
Yeah, but I'm glad he did it though.
Yeah,
because it added something. And I think that let's see, where are my cryptograms at? During the end credits, cryptogram reads, check out Dr. Waddles' latest book, A Brief History of Oink, 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 Oink. And the key word to get the cipher is non-canon.
So this is non-canon.
The episode is non-canon, yes. And then the page at the end flashes that says, all animation is black magic.
That makes sense.
Makes a lot of sense.
Oh, because you've made a couple stuff for us, so that's all Black Magic.
It's all Black Magic.
Okay, that's fine.
absolutely. Oh yeah, yeah.
Or like all the animation channels that I watch, they're just Black Magic.
Oh yeah.
Write it down.
Witchcraft, blood oaths, and all that kind of stuff.
Why didn't you let me join? I want to be animation. I'll do animation. Can you let me join?
If only if you want to.
I do.
You don't.
Why?
You say you do, but you don't.
Okay.
You gotta trust me.
So I'll do it the hard way?
Yeah, just do it the hard way.
Okay.
I used to actually make a lot of stop motion when I was younger. In middle school, I did a lot of stop motion in middle school.
So Black Magic?
Yeah. So I was, playing around with the dark arts very early.
Hail Satan.
Hail Satan. So let's see. Any other thoughts on that episode before we move on to a comment corner?
I had fun.
Did you?
Yes, I did. I'm very tired.
I know you are.
Remember, guys, sleep is your friend, and when you're an adult, you're more likely to get less sleep because of life. So when you get the chance, sleep.
All right. Well, we have a couple videos we're going to do comments for. I think, let's see, which one? Boys Crazy. I don't think we did. We didn't do Boys Crazy, did we? No, we did. We did do Boys Crazy.
Did we get all of them?
Yeah. I got all of them, though. We didn't do our shorts. Comments for the shorts.
Did we do anything from the finale?
Yes, we did those first.
Okay. I don't remember stuff.
So I'm going to do the Gravity Falls shorts. We may have missed a couple, guys, so just like...
Is any from the
Sorry.
random? I think there's a couple from the random, but like theirs seem kind of...
Yeah, so we're just gonna...
I know one of them from the last one was like, when are you guys going to do season 2? And the answer is...
Right now.
Well, before, because they already came out.
In the past.
Yeah.
Yay. Let's see. Let's do a Dipper's Guide to the Unexplained.
Okay.
Oh, my friend Kit comments when we're talking about the lefty, the guy who can, and he says, they live in a 2D cartoon world. They literally couldn't see the other side of him. Yeah.
Okay.
They are too. And they are living in a 2-dimensional world, and she's a 2-dimensional girl. Crumb, Ickis, and Oblina were the monsters in All Real Monsters. Thank you for the names.
Thank you.
Thank you. Terrence Stark says the Hide Behind is a cryptid from the Pacific Northwest whose legends predate Slenderman. I don't know why people keep claiming it was based on him. I think did I claim it was based on him?
I think you said it was Slenderman-esque.
I think I said this episode came out in the peak of Slenderman's popularity. So regardless if it was based on, and I actually that's a cool fact about the Pacific Northwest. But it was at the peak of this popularity, so like it definitely was very reminiscent of it. Let's see. Ivy Inkwell says, I will give you a hint about that symbol, which I think is in reference to the Stan's tattoo. And they say 1982, which is 30 years before the series starts, which we keep hearing. We keep hearing something that happens 30 years ago.
Yeah.
And Sophie Cooper says, oh, Stan's tattoo, if only you knew. And James Wilson says, thanks, by the way, Slenderman is canon to the Gravity Falls universe. He turns up in the Lost Legends comic. Very nice. Now I have to go watch Talk Dippy to Me. Is that a video? I hope that's a video. I don't know what that means. Shorenfor says, love these shorts, glad you're watching them. Lefty seems somewhat SpongeBob-ish to me. I know which Buffy episode you're talking about. The Hide Behind is Groot.
Wait, which Buffy episode was I talking about?
I don't know. You were talking about a Buffy episode.
Oh my god. I don't
no, we have to go back and watch this.
I have to go rewatch it.
Oh, they say All Real Monsters crossover with Rugrats. Now I have to look that up. I never watched All Real Monsters or Angry Beavers either. Am I the only person who remembers that Rugrats and All Real Monsters had a crossover episode?
Yes.
It was a thing. Like, I feel like I had that episode on, like, a VHS that I rented from Blockbuster one time.
Oh, wait. I think I know which episode of Buffy they were talking about. Okay. I think I remember. If we read this, tell me in the comments if it involves... It was in season 2, and it involves something that's not magical.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to spoil it.
All right. Sounds good.
If they say yes, then I know what they're talking about.
Comments from Mabel's Guide to Everything. Kit says, I forgot how great these were. I miss Gravity Falls. Yo, dude, me too. Me too.
It's on Hulu. Just go watch it again.
Just go watch it again. Or just, like, keep watching our videos. Thanks for watching. Sean first says, love the Labyrinth reference and call back to Stan's Wrong song. I do like it. They sing that a couple times. In the Gulf War, when Stan was driving, he was singing a song to the tune of the Stan Wrong song, which I appreciate. I just like how they keep bringing that back. James Wilson quotes the episode where it says, "She'll be fine, she does this," when after Grenda drinks the expired milk. And says, Candy's used to Grenda's shenanigans. Let's see. Mabel fought innumerable cats, blew up a TV, ate several potentially lethal leaves. She's cut, bruised, burned, filled with glass shards and poison. She suffers for her art. Pacifica's favorite color is pink, even though she's almost always in lilac purple. Wendy's favorite color is flannel, like all of the corduroys. And I love Mabel's Dark Side of the Moon sweater. It's a very good sweater. It's a very good sweater. Comments?
Mm-hmm. Do you? Do you? Do you?
I think that's really it
Okay.
for now. So, anything else to say before we wrap up for the day?
Nope.
Alrighty.
Also nap time.
Oh, it is nap time. We were very tired.
It's not even nap. I hate that it's like, wait, once it's like 7 o'clock, you technically can't take a nap.
Yeah.
Because like,
I've done it before.
why don't I just like take a nap till like 8:30 and then just stay up till 1? And then sleep more.
Yeah.
Dude, I did that, but I did that in high school. I think I've said this before, like where I get up around like 8 or 9 and then go get breakfast and then like chill out till like 1 and then sleep till 6 and then eat dinner and then go to bed around like 9 again.
Mm.
High school was fun.
High school, like, sucked in some ways, but like, there are certain things that weren't bad.
Yeah.
So, word. Being an adult is terrible. So,
I don't know. I don't have to worry about homework and grades.
that's so true. The only good thing about being an adult is I don't have homework. God, I hate homework.
Also, technically, we can like go to the store and get ice cream whenever we want.
that's true.
There's some good stuff about
And then
it.
we have to go to work to get money to buy the ice cream.
Yeah, we don't have to do it on the weekends. And like also,
That's true.
if you work it out properly, you can just take a day off.
Eventually. All right. So that is all the time we have today. Thank you for joining us. We are First Reaction Fan Reaction, Woody Clues Productions. You want to talk to us on social media? Like, do it. Like, follow us and then tell us things, and then we'll be your new best friends. So you can find us on Twitter at Witty Close Productions. Follow us on Twitter at Witty Close. Tweet at us. We would love to read some of those tweets, maybe read some of them on the show. You can always email us. We're wittyclose@gmail.com. Follow us on Patreon. Subscribe to us. We'll give you
Yeah,
some
I'm reminded of
content.
something special up because if you don't know, we recently did a live show.
Yeah, I mean, by the time this episode comes out, it's going to be like not very recent.
Not
at
very
all.
recent, but we did a live show on the movie After, which I know you remember, guys.
I know, everybody remember that movie.
And so the actual live show is going to be on our YouTube page, but on our Patreon page, hopefully in the future, is going to be our live show and our video reaction.
Plus our reaction to the movie.
When we watched it the first time,
Our
and
actual-
we had fun watching the movie that we don't remember anymore.
Sure.
I still actually don't remember the movie anymore.
Wow, it just like left my brain. So watch it so then you can remember and then immediately forget it yourselves. So yes, Patreon, you follow us on there. We are Witty Close. And if you are watching us on YouTube, thank you. I hope you enjoy our faces. We are also on iTunes. Look for us, First Reaction, Fan Reaction, or Witty Close Productions. Subscribe to us there. Take our shows on the go. You can like listen to them like as you're like driving and stuff, which is cool because I do that. Or you can, if you're listening to this and you want to see what our faces look like, you can also follow us on YouTube.
We're reasonably pretty.
I would say so. I think we're great. So we are Witty Close Productions on there. Subscribe, like our videos, comment on our stuff, or read the comments on the show. So we're looking forward to hearing from you. And until then, we're going to come back in the future with our next Gravity Falls episodes. We're still on season 2 as we keep making our way. Wow. We are really making our way through this series. It's going to be the
Well,
end
it's going
isn't
to be
too
a
far
little
outside.
while before the next time we record.
Yeah, but hopefully it won't be too long until the next episode comes out. So next time we're going to be talking about season 2, episode 7, Society of the Blind Eye. Very excited about that.
Okay.
And then episode 8, Blendin's Game.
Like Blendin Blandin from the year 2012.
2012. Could possibly be that very same Blendin. So until next time.
Is there anybody else named Blendin?
I don't think so.
Okay.
So until next time, I'm Kaylin Clothier.
I'm Dara Whitman.
Peace.
Ma'am.
Hey, Mr. Pines. Should we play Toss Me a Dozen Eggs like we always do?
No, Jimmy, wait! Not today!
No, Jimmy.